Welcome to our quick countdown of Asia's 10 most gorgeous LGBT icons. These trailblazers are redefining beauty and inspiring change across the continent. If you're excited about their stories, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss our latest videos. The video opens with a famous person in the fashion industry, Edison Fan. Edison Fan. More than just a charismatic model, he's a powerful voice for LGBTQ+ representation in Asia, redefining masculinity and self-expression. Born in China and raised in New Zealand, he's the perfect blend of two cultures, exuding confidence and charisma in everything he does. With his sharp features and charismatic charisma, Fan has graced the covers of major magazines and collaborated with top brands. But his impact extends beyond the camera. As the founder of OMG Sportswear and U-Touch Underwear, he creates clothing that celebrates identity and inclusivity, proving that fashion is more than just a look, it's a statement. In addition to his business success, Fan is an active LGBTQ+ activist. He uses his platform to inspire self-acceptance and break down social barriers, challenging outdated norms. His journey is a testament to the power of authenticity, affirming that the greatest success is daring to be true to yourself. Manvendra Singh Gohil isn't your typical prince. He's way cooler. Sure, he comes from Indian royalty, but instead of spending his days in silk robes and golden palaces, he's out there shaking up centuries of tradition. As the world's first openly gay prince, he traded in royal formalities for fierce activism, proving that true nobility isn't about bloodlines, it's about standing up for what's right. When he came out, his family initially disowned him. Awkward family reunion, anyone, but instead of retreating, he doubled down on his mission. He founded the Lakshya Trust, a groundbreaking organization supporting LGBTQ+ rights in India. Basically, while other royals were worrying about their next banquet, Manvendra was out there fighting for equality, breaking stigmas, and, in true regal fashion, doing it with grace and style. Now he's not just a prince, he's a legend. From appearing on the Oprah Winfrey Show to turning his palace into a sanctuary for LGBTQ+ individuals, he's rewriting the rules of royalty. His story isn't just inspiring, it's proof that sometimes the most powerful thing a prince can do isn't wielding a sword, but waving a rainbow flag. Hong Seok-cheon is more than just a celebrity. He's a pioneer, a survivor, and a man who turned rejection into revolution. In 2000, when he became South Korea's first openly gay public figure, the industry slammed its doors in his face. Overnight, job offers disappeared, endorsement deals dried up, and he went from beloved TV personality to pariah. But instead of retreating, he did something extraordinary. He stood his ground. With a resilience more powerful than any he'd ever seen, Hong rebuilt himself from scratch. He turned Itaewon, Seoul's bustling multicultural district, into his stage, this time as a restaurateur. His restaurants are more than just places to eat. They have become a haven for people who, like him, know what it means to be different in a society that often demands conformity. Through every dish served and every smile exchanged, he has created a space where people can feel seen, valued, and safe. But Hong's impact extends beyond food and fame. He remains a steadfast voice for LGBTQ+ rights in South Korea, a country still grappling with the complexities of acceptance. Through his television, activism, and sheer authenticity, he continues to challenge outdated norms and inspire a new generation. He is proof that true success is not just about winning, but also about daring to survive, thrive, and lift others up along the way. Ganglei is not just a businessman, he's a quiet revolutionary. In a country where LGBT+ representation remains a complex and often sensitive topic, he built something groundbreaking. Blued, one of the world's largest gay social networking apps. What started as a passion project became a digital lifeline for millions, giving China's LGBTQ+ community a place to connect, find love, and, most importantly, be seen. His journey wasn't without risk. As a former policeman turned tech entrepreneur, Ganglei walked a tightrope between innovation and social boundaries. He launched Blued not for fame or fortune, but because he understood what it meant to live in the shadows. He took that struggle and transformed it into a platform that empowers others, proving that true leadership isn't about commanding attention, it's about creating change. Today, Blued is more than an app, it's a symbol of progress, a testament to resilience, and a reminder that even in the most unlikely places, trailblazers exist. Gang Lei didn't just build a business, he built a movement. And in a world where representation still matters, that might just be his greatest legacy. Numan Afifi isn't just an activist, he's a lifeline for Malaysia's LGBTQ+ community. In a country where being openly queer is still met with legal and social resistance, he refuses to stay silent. Through his work, he challenges oppression with courage, turning his personal struggles into a larger fight for visibility and acceptance. As the founder of Pelangi Campaign, he has built safe spaces and amplified queer voices, taking his advocacy from the streets of Malaysia to the United Nations. His boldness has come at a cost, facing police interrogations, threats, and public scrutiny. Yet every setback only fuels his determination to fight harder for those who cannot. Numan's mission is more than legal reform. It's about dignity, humanity, and the right to exist without fear. In a society that often demands conformity, he stands tall, proving that change begins with those brave enough to defy the odds. He isn't just rewriting Malaysia's LGBTQ+ narrative, he's inspiring a movement. Holland isn't just a K-pop artist, he's a revolution wrapped in melody. In an industry built on perfection and carefully curated images, he dared to be something rare, unapologetically himself. As South Korea's first openly gay idol, his debut song Neverland wasn't just a love song. It was a declaration, a challenge to a world that often asks queer artists to stay invisible. With one music video, he shattered norms, sparking conversations that K-pop had long avoided. But being a pioneer comes at a cost. Holland has faced backlash, censorship, and even physical violence simply for existing as his true self. Yet he remains unshaken. He doesn't just sing about love, he fights for it, using his platform to amplify LGBTQ+ voices in a country where acceptance is still an uphill battle. His music isn't just entertainment, it's a lifeline for those who finally see themselves reflected in his journey. Holland is proof that being an idol isn't just about stage presence or chart-topping hits, it's about impact. He stands not just as a singer, but as a symbol of resilience, of courage, of change. And in a world that often demands silence, he chooses to be loud. Anwesh Sahu isn't just a model or an artist. He's a force of nature. At just 20, he made history as Mr. Gay World India 2016, becoming the youngest winner to ever claim the title. But Anwesh's journey wasn't just about winning a crown, it was about rewriting the script for what it means to be queer, confident, and unapologetically visible in a country where LGBTQ+ representation is still evolving. From the moment he stepped into the spotlight, Anwesh has used his voice to challenge stereotypes and empower queer youth. Whether through his thought-provoking artwork, his electrifying speeches, or his fearless presence online, he proves that beauty isn't just skin deep, it's in the courage to be yourself. He doesn't just demand a seat at the table, he builds his own, inviting others to join in, to celebrate, and to be seen. But more than anything, Anwesh embodies the future, one where queerness isn't something to hide, but something to honor. In a world that often tells people like him to shrink, he stands tall, reminding us all that pride isn't just a word, it's a revolution in motion. Saint Supapong is more than just a BL actor, he's a game changer. His breakout role in Love by Chance didn't just make him a star, it helped redefine LGBTQ+ representation in Thai entertainment. With his authenticity and charm, he transformed gay love stories into something mainstream, proving that love in all its forms deserves to be seen. Beyond acting, Saint is also a visionary. As an entrepreneur and artist, he uses his influence to elevate LGBTQ+ voices, showing that representation isn't just about visibility, it's about impact. He's not just part of the industry, he's shaping its future, pushing for a world where love stories are universal. Saint Supapong has never publicly confirmed his sexual orientation. Many fans have speculated about his sexual orientation due to his association with the BL genre, but Saint has always maintained a neutral stance, focusing on his acting and business. He does not care about gender or sexual orientation labels, but rather his love and respect for all people. Leslie Chung wasn't just a superstar, he was a legend, a rebel, and a soul too radiant for the world to contain. In an era when queerness was still whispered in shadows, he stood in the spotlight, unafraid, unapologetic, and dazzlingly himself. As one of Hong Kong's most iconic singers and actors, he didn't just entertain, he transcended. His music, his performances, his very existence shattered conventions, making space for a generation that had never seen itself reflected in stardom before. But Leslie's brilliance wasn't just in his artistry, it was in his courage. At a time when LGBTQ+ identities were taboo, he defied norms with quiet elegance and fierce conviction. From gender-fluid fashion statements to publicly embracing the man he loved, he redefined masculinity, proving that strength isn't about conformity, but about authenticity. He wasn't just ahead of his time, he was timeless. Though his life ended too soon, his legacy lives on. Every note he sang, every role he played, every boundary he broke left an imprint on history. Leslie Cheung didn't just open doors, he tore them down. A reminder that true artistry, true love, and true self-expression never fade. The last person we'll be talking about in this video is the icon of limitless beauty. Jin Ye is not just a model, he is the embodiment of genderlessness, a beauty that does not follow any rules. With long flowing hair, a delicate face, and deep eyes, he attracts all eyes from the first moment. On the catwalk or in every photo, Jin Ye not only represents fashion, but also conveys an idea. Beauty has no boundaries, and people deserve to be true to themselves. Bravely coming out in a society with many prejudices, Jin Ye has inspired millions of young people to dare to pursue their own identity. He is not just a model, but also a living declaration of freedom and personality. His story is not only about appearance, but also about a strong spirit, the determination to break limits and assert himself. But life is not always as bright as the spotlight. After the glorious years, Jin Ye gradually withdrew from the fashion industry, leaving behind a regretful silence. Yet the mark he left behind remains indelible, a symbol of difference, a man who dared to challenge the world to be himself. Thank you for joining us on this exciting journey celebrating Asia's 10 most iconic LGBT figures. These trailblazers are not just redefining beauty, they're inspiring change and paving the way for a brighter, more inclusive future. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to stay updated with our latest content. Until next time, keep shining with pride.